Hi everyone, I'm attorney Jessica Travis of defendbrevard.com, a law firm here in Brevard County, and as many of you know, I represent the family of Passion Lucas. I'd like to make an announcement that we've given an expert report to the state attorney's office that we believe makes the case for charges against Susanna Norris for DUI manslaughter. Many of you know that Passion Lucas was a pedestrian who was hit and killed by Susanna Norris. Susanna Norris was driving with a blood alcohol content, a BAC of 0.19, which is more than double the legal limit. The legal limit is a 0.08. And Susanna Norris went out to Cocoa Village, drank for 6 hours, and then decided to drive drunk. And in the process, she hit and killed pedestrian Passion Lucas, who was walking, obviously. The state attorney's office had, even though Susanna Norris was arrested eventually, only after I was involved, declined to file charges because they got an expert report, and that expert basically concluded, I'm highly summarizing here, that a sober driver wouldn't have been able to see Passion on this night because it was dark and there was a lack of lighting. But there were many flaws and many inaccuracies in their expert's report, and I had sent 2 letters to the state attorney's office asking that their expert correct those, and that had not been done. And so I consulted with my own expert, and after correcting those errors, my expert has concluded that Susanna Norris had enough time to see Passion Lucas as she was walking and to react. That reaction could have been a full stop in the road, or it could have been a swerve to avoid her. My expert has concluded that you or I, driving as a normal unimpaired driver, would have had that reaction. Had we been driving and seen a pedestrian, we would have stopped or swerved. And the fact that Susanna Norris did neither would indicate that her impairment, which we know she was impaired given her BAC, caused or contributed to the death of Passion Lucas. That's the key phrase that the state attorney's office has said all along that they can't prove. They could prove that Susanna Norris was intoxicated and that she was driving, etc., but they couldn't prove that Susanna Norris's intoxication caused or contributed to the death of Passion Lucas, because Passion Lucas was by some accounts in the roadway. My argument to them is it doesn't matter if someone's in the road. It doesn't matter what they're doing in the road. We all have a duty as normal and attentive drivers to react to hazards in the roadway, whether or not that's a pedestrian. And the fact that Susanna Norris did not do that would indicate that her delayed reaction, her severely delayed reaction, was indicative of her intoxication. Thereby, there are grounds to charge Susanna Norris. So that has specifically articulated in the report, the expert's report that I provided to the state attorney's office. The Lucas family and I met with the state attorney's office this morning and again expressed those concerns. And the state attorney's office has assured us that they are going to bring these concerns up with their expert and talk to my expert, and that if they can find a factual basis that, Susanna Norris caused or contributed to, which I think is obvious and proven at this point, that they will file DUI manslaughter charges against Susanna Norris. The bottom line is if Susanna Norris had not decided to drive drunk that night, Passion Lucas would still be with us. And the trauma has been horrible for the family. And I know a lot of you have asked what you can do for the family. They are warriors. The justice system is not perfect, and this case is very much evidence of that. And that's why I do what I do, is to try to make our system, which is the best in the world, better, because it is not perfect. But the trauma of this has impacted the Lucas family, and I know people want to help. Part of your help has provided, the financial help has provided, helps with expert costs and the cost of running the case. So far I have taken no money on this case. I'm doing this because I believe it is right. And so I know that the Lucas family might need your help, again, financially in the future. And then they just need your support. Like if they have an awareness demonstration or something to that extent, they need people to show up because they have been battling a long time. So I hope that the state attorney's office does the right thing. I wanted to let everyone know, because I get a lot of questions about what's going on with the case, that we are doing, that I am doing, and the family is doing everything in their power to try to get justice for Passion. Thanks, guys.